Okay, so we're going to be in Temple, Texas with Officer Brandon Mathiews here in a few minutes, but I wanted to read over some of these comments from the Utah Box Elder County Judge Christian and the Fire Chief HANSEN, the degenerates that were into the, how can I put this without YouTube striking it? Well, go watch the video. It's, let's just say, they're degenerates of the worst kind. And then I've hurt some feelings. I mentioned a couple videos ago that people were saying they're going to unsubscribe because I've hurt their feelings. And again, this is probably the same comments. This is not an airport. You do not have to announce your departure. You can just leave. But here's some. These aren't all them, but I'm going to read most of them because they're just here. Like you, I don't hate police, but I hate the ones that abuse what it's all supposed to be about. The users, abusers, corrupt, power-hungry types, and those that enable them, get them out. Yes, I would agree. I'm not sure if they'll let me do that on here, but yep, I'm sorry. Trust no one. Most are also people close to your families. These humans are so sick. These two got grandkids. Yes, you're right. You're obviously not from Utah. You're correct. I never said I was from Utah. But yes. You're right. I'm not from Utah. I wonder if it'll let me put a reply to that. Or if it'll just take all day. I live in Davis County and I've been fighting. Oop. So now I know this is going to take all day. I'm not going to keep doing that. I live in Davis County. Have been fighting these corrupt judges, police, and prosecutors, so this doesn't surprise me one bit, right? MAGA strike again. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. All you can trust is Trump. MAGA. Not sure. Here we have an amateur YouTuber pretending to be a newscaster. No, I'm just bringing the news that is reported into an area. And again, I've hurt Ken in Kentucky's feelings. Apparently, he must empathize with the pedos. Well, you can go right on over to that side. Here we go. Sorry, girl. You're all good, but can't sub anymore. The tables turned too quick. We don't trust anymore either. And we are not going to sub. Just checking the new lies. Why don't we check in some grammatically correct sentences once in a while? Lies, zero lies about it. And they've pled down, so that tells you it's even true. So whether you like it or not, I don't know. This as well. I know about this. Thanks for your hard work. So I can't bring that one up there, but that was the end of that one. But yeah. That's where we're at with this. I've hurt feelings. Don't care if this is what you're into. Feel free to go be with it. We don't want you here anyway. This is ridiculous. This is degenerate. So if that's what you're into, go ahead. But we're about to go to Temple, Texas and see what Temple's about. Also, the clicking you're going to hear, yes, it's a pain in the ass, but it is in this video. Also, I'm going to cut this a little short because they're probably going to strike me for the music.
Everything about Temple is just wonderful.
Temple is about 80,000 population. We still have somewhat a hometown feel here. Good schools and just really a good community to raise a family in.
We have hiking trails, we have biking trails, we have the lake if you like to go fishing. Whatever you're into, we have.
This place is what I call home and I like it. I love it.
What I found unique about Temple is that the citizens are passionate about having a safe place to live, having a place you love to call home.
enforcement is one of the unique professions where each and every day you come to work, you get the opportunity to help somebody. This job is not about us. It's not about me. It's about the folks in the community that we serve. And as we've spent the last year reimagining policing as a country, as an area, and as a department, we spent a lot of time focusing on things that matter to the community members. And while it's challenging police work, it's also incredibly fulfilling.
We show up, we do the absolute best work that we can do. The community recognizes that. Because the community recognizes that, they trust us.
Stop.
The community recognizes that, they trust.
Sleeve tattoos and nails. Get rid of the nails. No. Let's get some of this shit done. No, all this shit's got to go. Every bit of it.
Trust us.
It's every officer's responsibility to engage in the community. And that
Also, more sleeve tattoos. No, all that shit can go. It looks like shit. They act like shit. I'm about to prove it.
requires getting out of your car.
How are y'all?
Throwing a football around. Just talking with somebody and building that relationship so that we get to trust and communication.
And they're only doing this because it's a recruitment video.
There's a lot of opportunity to grow here, both vertically as a supervisor through promotions and through different divisions.
They provide a lot of training. There's so many opportunities.
So I don't want to hear the bootlickers say, more training, more training, more training. They're telling you they get tons of training. And trust, they get all the training they need. There's zero accountability. When there's no accountability, the training doesn't matter.
Trying to be on the front edge of things. We're trying to learn and we're trying to adapt to new.
Also, they should take all these dogs away from all cops. All the dogs should go. They treat the dogs about like they treat the citizens. They need to be taken away from all of them.
New ways of policing and new ways of engaging our community.
Great opportunities inside the police department. If you're interested in criminal investigations division, we've got that for you. If you want to specialize in violent crime enforcement, we've got that available for you. Special weapons and tactics we have. We have crime scene investigators. If you're looking to grow and develop in your law enforcement career, Temple's the place for you to come.
We're small enough to have that sense of family here. Everyone knows everyone.
Small enough to have the sense of family. They hang out together, they barbecue. So there's no reason they shouldn't know pretty much everything about each other, right? And they're so small. They're a small group.
In this department, there's no one that walks through this door as a new officer that isn't welcomed with open arms.
One of the things that I love is that we hang out together. We do things on the weekends with one another.
You walk down the hallway, see smiles all the time. We're all making jokes with each other. It's just a good time.
It didn't take but maybe a month. I made up my mind. This is where we're going to stay for the rest of our lives.
So it's a fairly simple philosophy. We hire for character and believe we can train everything else. We seek anyone
They hire for character and believe they can train anything. Okay.
who desires to serve the public. We want to see you apply with us.
All right, that's the end of that. I'm going to cut it for the music. So, what is Mr. Brandon Mathiews up to? He's with the department.
Temple Police Department remains on leave tonight after a grand jury indicts him on a number of child sex crimes. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Dennis Turner.
Also, I'd like to know, this started 6 years ago. This is the beginning of it.
And Joe Gum are out on assignment. Court records show a grand jury indicted 38-year-old Brandon Mathiews for sexual contact with a 14-year-old, recording a visual image of a 16-year-old in a bathroom, and 6 counts of possession of child pornography. The indictment claims the incidents happened between 2016 and 2018. The Texas Rangers arrested Mathiews yesterday before booking him into the Bell County Jail. Police say the indictments and arrests stem from criminal claims brought to the department's attention in November of last year. The department then placed Mathiews on paid investigative leave. Days later, the department asked him to resign, but he denied that request. Following the indictment, the department placed Mathiews on unpaid investigative leave, where he will remain pending the outcome of an internal investigation. Mathiews has been a part of the force for around 14 years and joined the department in 2004 after graduating from Baylor University.
All right. So, what is up? And that was from 2019. Here's 10 days ago.
To the news now, a former Temple police officer was sentenced to 8 years in prison for sex crimes against children. That's according to online court records. This afternoon, a judge found Brandon Mathiews guilty for child sex abuse material. He also found Mathiews guilty for invasive recording in a bathroom or dressing room. The former police officer joined Temple PD in 2014 and was arrested in 2019. He is currently in the Bell County Jail.
8 years in prison, huh? Yes, because the news never gives you the whole story. Accused of sexual contact with a faces felony charges. Bell County District Attorney's Office says, I'll point it out. I'm not going to say it. You know how YouTube is. So go to reader mode. Corporal Brandon Lynn Mathiews was taken into custody after Bell County Grand Jury returned 3 felony indictments against him, the Bell County District Attorney's Office said. Temple police officers behind bars after he was accused of having with a child, according to court records. Corporal Brandon Lynn Mathiews, 38, was taken into custody Wednesday after the Bell County Grand Jury returned 3 felony indictments against him, the Bell County District Attorney's Office said. An investigation into the allegations began in November after someone reported to police that Mathiews was involved in criminal activity. The Temple Police Department said in a press release, according to court documents, Mathiews had contact with at least one minor with the intent to arouse or gratify his sexual desire by touching his genitals, court documents said. Upon the start of the investigation, Temple Police Chief Mitchell requested that Mathiews resign, but Mathiews refused, according to police. Mathiews was immediately placed on paid investigatory leave and was stripped of his physical and remote access to the department and its records management system, the department said. Following grand jury decision, Mathiews was placed on unpaid investigative leave. The department said he will remain on unpaid leave pending the outcome of the internal investigation's disciplinary process or the final outcome of the criminal case, according to the department. Mathiews is a 14-year veteran who joined the force October 2014. He has been assigned to the Criminal Investigations Unit, Crime Scene, and Evidence Unit in November 2014. The Temple Police Department featured Mathiews in a Facebook post honoring his accomplishments. Detective Brandon Mathiews graduated from Baylor University with a degree in forensic science in 2003. Brandon joined the Temple Police Department in 2004, completed the Basic Police Academy, and following graduation from the field training program, Officer Mathiews was assigned to the night shift patrol team, the post said. Detective Mathiews subsequently transferred to the General Investigations Unit, where he now has the opportunity to utilize his degree by specializing in crime scene investigations and forensic processing. The department also included Mathiews' personal message in the post. 2 wolves battle inside us all, one good and one evil. The one that wins is the one you feed most. Cherokee proverb, the post said. The one you feed the most. And then this just says, Friday feature employee Detective Brendan Mathiews graduated from Baylor University with degree in forensic science 2003. We already read that. So, per usual, still not getting all of the information. So, let's go to this one. And we'll go to reader mode and see exactly what happened. Damn. So, let me go to reader mode. So, we'll have to put up with the ads popping up, apparently. Former Temple police officer sentenced in 2019 case. Court records show Brandon Mathiews was found guilty on 6 counts of possession of CP and a charge of invasive visual recording. Temple, Texas, a former Temple police officer, was sentenced to 8 years in prison on CP charges, according to Bell County online court records. However, the sentence was probated to 5 years, meaning he won't serve any time if he doesn't violate the terms of his probation. And this is from March 24th, 2025. Court records show that Brandon Lynn Mathiews was charged with possession of CP and invasive visual recording in a bath dressing room. He was reportedly found guilty on all 6 counts of possession of CP and sentenced to 8 years in Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institute Division custody. Mathiews was also reportedly found guilty on charge of invasive visual recording and was sentenced to 18 months in state jail with credits. Mathiews reportedly waived appeal in both cases. So, means, pled guilty. Mathiews, in lieu of a guilty plea, he'll plead. Mathiews was taken into custody on Wednesday, March 6, 2019, after Bell County Grand Jury returned 3 felony indictments against him, according to the Bell County District Attorney's Office. Investigation into the allegations began in November after someone reported to police that Mathiews was involved in criminal activity. The Temple Police Department said in a press release. Temple PD said Mathiews was placed on paid investigatory leave and was stripped of his physical and remote access to the department and its records management system during the investigation. Following grand jury decisions, placed on Unpaid investigative leave, the department said, and that's all, because we already knew all that. But the point was, he didn't actually get even what the news reported. No. Probated to 5 years, meaning he won't serve any time if he doesn't violate the terms of his probation. So, what they're trying to say is, it's all about them. It's all about this. It's all about we're a family, and they're the Blue Line family, and it is total bullshit. No, you can't prison. No, they should stick them on a remote island in the middle of the fucking ocean, and when they get hungry, they can learn how to fish. That's what they should do with all these damn degenerates. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 92% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. You're at your computer, you got your phone in your hand, click the button, and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I am out.